Okay, so we at day 75 of our 1 hour day workout. I got on my Duchess t-shirt. If you click down in the description, you can see the Teespring link where, if you want to support me, you want to get one, you can do that, okay? Before I forget, like, subscribe, leave me a comment about different topics and stuff. Engaging with me if you're watching my video. I don't have many viewers right now, very low, but we're gonna keep on going. And that brings me to like Mysonne when he was out there with Deborah Dana, and I was watching him. And he just seemed like it was just so few people out there. I just wanted to go run out there with him, you know what I'm saying? But my family had its share of frontline and representing the community, and it backfiring on us. Okay, so Tamir Rice seen Tamika Mallory, I guess, on the Grammys or whatever. I don't do all of that watching TV and stuff. I be mostly on YouTube. A lot of the information I get is, I do a lot of YouTube. I'm not really a TV, So, yeah, Tamir's Rice, the 12-year-old who was playing, I guess, with a fake gun or whatever, got gunned down by a police officer that was around, a young rookie, around 26 years old, I would say he's pretty young, so, he probably thought, it was a real gun. I don't know, I guess, I didn't check into the whole case or remember the whole case, but I was listening to Mysonne and Tamika Mallory. They were on VladTV. And I was glad that Vlad posted it on his platform, even though after, everybody was blaming Vlad for his interviews causing people to get convicted after they come on his show and tell their criminal stories, which is, sometimes still in effect. Wait a minute, let me get my glasses. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, because I wrote down, I sketched a little bit of notes, but yeah, what I was saying was that I hope that Mysonne and the rest of those guys that was cool with Vlad see, after the Nick Cannon interview with Casanova. As soon as that interview came on, Nick Cannon did worse than Vlad. He was asking about his gang affiliation, if that was still on, if he was still involved with that. And, I don't think Nick Cannon was purposely, trying to trip him up or anything like that. But now y'all see that, you could make an interview or whatever the situation is, and as people want to expose, they want to look gangster and expose their criminal activity because they know this is getting out to the public, so it's going to give them the gangster persona that they want. But they don't realize that the police, and the feds is, watching too, so you have to watch what you say, And enough is enough with all that gangster stuff, because we only killing each other and hurting each other and holding each other back. So Tamika Mallory came on. They did their regular show. Let's see. I wrote some notes down here. Street politicians. So Mysonne and Tamika Mallory are like activists, for justice of police brutality and different things like that. And whenever they present themselves and they represent victims, it become a widely national, like their names, are known, so the word is going to get out. And once they say something, they have other people that, going to post and stuff like that. And it just, Black Lives Matter, everybody's going to get involved. And, the stories is basically not going to be swept under the rug once, they attach their names to it. So they did one of their shows, and they said it's really basically off topic, just to clear up the matter of Tamir Rice's mother, seeing her at the Grammys. And like I said, again, I don't watch TV, so I didn't see the Grammys. But I heard that, I guess she was up there or whatever. I don't know if she was dancing, singing, or making a speech, but they say she was there. But you cannot expect somebody just to be in the front lines and do all the hard work, and then you don't want to see them, celebrate their progress from the work that they put in. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, you just want her to be out on the front lines. Do you know what the front lines mean? The front lines mean that, okay, we having a demonstration today, and we representing, these are people that the victims that they probably never knew, never met, parents of people that they never knew in their life. They're just going to come out and put their bodies, in the front line. And if they really caught some resistance or anything like that from law enforcement, they're going to get hurt. Or they might possibly get killed, And just like one time, Al Sharpton got stabbed. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't just take it lightly and say, oh, they in this for the money. You know what I'm saying? They in this because when Mysonne was out there with Deborah Dana, it was like very few people out there. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess he got with Tamika, Mallory, other people. He's already a rap star, whatever the situation is. But, I'm just proud to see the progress. And, when they do they protests and they demonstrations and stuff like that, I'm glad that it's more fuller. I'm glad that more people is coming out, and I'm happy that they have a voice. I am not against it. They're young. They don't have to do this, you know what I'm saying? And they don't have to put their lives on the line for anybody. You understand what I'm saying? That's what, first thing you have to understand is front lines. If you ever been on the front lines of demonstrations, and I've been on front lines of demonstrations that went left, you understand what I'm saying? And all up in the commotion, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I wanted to say. I want y'all to understand, that what they're doing and what they're taking on is not easy. Maybe they make it look easy, you know what I'm saying? And some of the stuff may be trial and error, you understand what I'm saying? So she's stepping up and she's speaking out for the people, and she said, let it burn and stuff like that. That's out of, we need them to realize that this situation is bad. It's horrible. It needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? Not that she want to burn down people's businesses and houses and stuff like that, but she's just, at that point, she was, saying that people, this is to the level of where people is fed up. And, you know, if it have to come to that, you know, for the government to make changes and to realize that maybe police officers need more training, or they need to check for discrimination more better, then, you know, so be it. You know, things is gonna, terrible things have to happen in order for changes to be made, you know. And so he was a 12 years old, and as far as what I get from their little interview there, that she was saying that Tamir Rice's mother didn't win, you know, the case, and I guess it's because maybe they didn't find negligent in an officer, and maybe her son was playing with something that looked so real, you know what I'm saying, and a fascination with guns and street and gangster. You know, I don't know if Tamir had like mental disabilities or anything like that, but you know, one thing a black kid or black young man know is do not play with no toy guns or anything, not even a cell phone, you know. Don't just be, you know, because they mistake cell phones for guns. You understand what I'm saying? So I guess it wasn't like a strong case because he was actually out there playing like I guess gangster. You know, he playing with a gun or whatever the situation is. If you're gonna do that, play with your family in your backyard or something like that. But out in the street, where the police could see you and shoot you down, is not really a good idea. So maybe she lost the case because of that. And then I Googled her name and everything like that, and it turned out that she ended up in a shelter because she had to move away from the neighborhood or whatever where it happened. So she had to make a immediate move, you know, and I guess the only way that she could do that is, you know, just going, you know, I got to get out, I'm going to a shelter instead of going to somebody else's house, or, you know, I guess that was a median in between going a temporary housing until she find another permanent. So she been through some stuff. And I guess I didn't really hear what she had to say, but I guess it was, you know, Tamika Mallory said, I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to respect her wishes. I'm not going to say her son's name you know, in my presentations anymore, you know. Like she said, and most YouTubers and everybody, journalists and everybody else do run down the list, you know, when it comes down to the victims of police brutality. Or if you're talking about, you know, because so many rappers be killing each other, you know, a lot of times when, you know, you do a video or you talk about it, you know, you list the names of, you know, because it's so many, you know, you're just trying to prove your point that, you know, it's out of hand. So you list a bunch of people. There's been questions about money raised, how much money they've been receiving and how they operate and or what have you. I guess people donate, and there is going to, this situation, like I learned with Al Sharpton, there's always going to be, you know, another incident. You understand? So you can't just say, well, okay, we got $1 million raised from the recent police brutalities. We're going to take all the families and we're going to divide it up and give all the money away. And then the bank account is empty. So if something else come up, you don't have no overhead capital to go out there and represent the next victim. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like a business, and you have to operate it. It's an organization that gets, I guess they got nonprofit organizations, and they get donations or fundings or whatever the situation is. But this is a never-ending situation. I learned that from Al Sharpton. Okay, so when this situation came up, it reminded me of Al Sharpton and Tawana Broadley. Okay, so she said that white officers or white men raped her, put feces on her, tied her in a bag, plastic or something like that. And so this story went out, and everybody was going crazy, like, like, what happened to you? That's like taking us back in time. We thought we kind of like got past those days. And so Tawana Broadley, it turned out that Al Sharpton believed that he was duped. That she lied about the situation. But I'm gonna tell you a story. And I don't, I'm a long-winded person, so I don't like to be too long-winded, but I'm not working out right now because I just want to get these points that I have, because this is important, off my chest. But I was called to a friend's house to hang out in South Bronx. This was like years ago, you know what I'm saying? So the situation that happened with her, I think it was in the late 80s or something like that, 87 or something, but this was around in, I think, the early 90s. I was called to my friend's house. One of my friends said, come hang out and have some drinks and stuff like that. So I came over. And so I'm walking through the house, and they introducing me to, a couple of people sitting around and stuff like that. And guess who was in the house? So Tawana Broadley was sitting on the couch. And then my girlfriend is saying, I'm not going to call no names, but my girlfriend was saying, do you know who that is? So I'm like, damn, she looked familiar, but I can't pinpoint, how you could pinpoint, your old friends or something like that. I couldn't pinpoint, who she was. And then they were saying that was Tawana Broadley. And she started smiling and laughing, and she had her legs crossed, and she was smirking the whole time. And, I said, for real? I said, oh, shoot. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't recall discussing the whole situation, whether she lied, whether it was true. I just know she was in the house hanging out where my friend was when I got over there. And she was laughing, when I introduced and said her name, she was laughing and smiling like, yeah, she got a bit of celebrity and fame, out of the situation that happened, But I felt it was kind of strange that she was, out there hanging out. But anyway, with Al Sharpton, it was constant. He got stabbed and everything. It was, constant cases, constant cases, this thing is never going to end. So anybody who want to be a political activist or whatever the situation is, you have a everlasting job on your hands. Okay? You have an everlasting job on your hands. It's not going to stop. So it's not something that, because we have the deaths of Martin Luther King and the Malcolm X's and whoever stand up for black people usually, get assassinated. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody don't really want to do that, My family come from fighting for minority jobs and guys coming out of jail, the construction organizations. That's what my family is into. I don't delve too deep into it because that's really my sister's situation, and if she wants to talk about the particulars of that, then she could. But I see Tamika Mallory as, how my sister was very young, when she started, I think around 14 or 15, and Tamika Mallory, I was surprised to hear that she said that 25 years. because we didn't know, well, I didn't know when she started, So I guess she was at this thing for a little while, you know what I'm saying? So um, props to her for that, for, elevating and succeeding in her stance and being bold and brave enough to stand on the front lines for our people. Now, there's a lot of things that's happening with other things other than police brutality, and people are wondering, why don't y'all represent the rappers, that's getting killed? Why don't you have a problem or speak out, against the black on black crime and the rappers killing each other? Why don't you come at the industry and try to make them put some rules and regulations in place in order for people to be in the industry, to stop, to slow down the killing, because that's more vast than a police brutality. But I guess they got the agenda of, what they're representing. So I'm not going to try to push you. I'm not pushing you, and I'm not going to be fighting you to say, deal with this, that, and other, because enough is enough. Anybody putting themselves out on the front line is, one aspect is enough to deal with. So the job, like I said, is a dangerous job. But there's like organizations that's formed, to do certain things. And some of those organizations have a good front, but like, we're gonna get jobs for people. We out here, we try to get jobs for people, but then behind the scenes, they blocking people from getting jobs. You understand what I'm saying? So, things like that, and there's some people, political activists, that's out there, and they just out there for the, I guess, to raise money, and I guess for the travel or whatever the situation is, So you have those, but with Mysonne and Tamika Mallory, at least with Mysonne, I seen, how he was out there with Deborah Dana, and, he was out there with his kids, and, it wasn't hardly no, and, he was at the precinct, you don't bother with the police, you know what I'm saying? I was like, please don't let them kill this boy out here, And every time I see them on the front line, I'd be like, please. Then Yandy formed in, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that really don't have to, that already have a celebrity status and on TV and doing hip-hop shows and stuff, that don't really have to come to the front line. Something happened in the jails and Yandy just jumped out. Everybody have it in their heart, to want to jump out. But the statement that I had wrote this down, and the statement that I wanted to say, from her having to come out and speak about the ill rumors going around about her. It be your own people to knock you down after you've put your whole life into helping them. I question sometimes, is the fight worth it? Okay? Because, like I said, my family was fighting for minorities too. And if anybody know about organizations, construction organizations, coalitions, you know that we've been in the paper and front pages and all kind through the daily news and all kind of stuff, posts about the fighting between one another, when really the organization started out to get jobs from, they was working in the community, but didn't have enough. Um, they didn't, some jobs didn't have no blacks, and no Spanish on the jobs, but the construction site would be right here in our community. We needed jobs too, and they was making good money. Construction money was good money, or they might have one black or something like that. So we had to make them cover so many minorities on the job compared to how many whites and stuff on the job. And then if they didn't have no females, then we had to force, like, you need to put a black female, you need to diversify, your hiring, your employment, your employees. So I really understand the situation. I've been in the front line where things kicked off, where organizations fight against organizations, and they batting each other upside the head, and just a wild melee. I've been in them. It's not a sweet thing being on the front line. So all the YouTubers that's talking from home and criticizing them for being at the Grammys, so would you just want them to work hard and put their life on the line, and you don't never want to see them celebrate their hard work and their successes? I would say that's wrong. The last thing I want to talk about is when I went to the Million Men's March. I meant the Million Youth March. And I believe the guy was Khalid Muhammad that was speaking, and he was talking tough, And they say he's anti-Semitic, so, the riot police was behind the stage. They were waiting. They had helicopters. I think I could touch the helicopter. It frightened me so much. The helicopters came down low over our heads, and I was looking up, and the officers that was inside the helicopters were laughing because I was startled. I was frightened. It was so low to my head, and I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, shit, what's about to happen? They about to, he was just up there, freedom of speech, talking his speech and everything like that, but they was just, it was a curfew. That's what it was. They had a time that it was supposed to end, and if it didn't end at that time, soon as the clock hit, they was ready to shut the place down. And what I had did was, because it said youth, I had brought my daughter with me, and my daughter was a little girl, at the time, and I brought one of my workers. He supervised my crew, and good thing I had that man with me. And we made our way to the front, like the stage was right there, and then we was right here, and we was right in the front. And then on the sides, I started noticing the riot police was behind the stage. I was like, oh, shoot. And then he was talking crazy, like Khalid Muhammad was like, and if they do this, do that. And, don't quote me on nothing that anybody said, but he was like letting you know, like, if they try your hand, then you fight back, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking real hard. And then when the clock hit, the riot police came, and I was off to the side, and there was a fence with a hole in the fence, and it was an empty lot. So being that I had my daughter with me, and the riot police was coming, I had to jump in that hole. And the guy that I was with, he put my daughter in that, help my daughter through the fence and help me through the fence and get it, in that slit in the fence. And we had to run for cover. I'm going to tell you the truth. We had to run for cover in that Million Youth March in Harlem. Okay, so y'all stop with it. Y'all stop with it, because it's not an easy situation. And if they are gaining, getting some kind of gains or getting some kind of, moving on up in life from it, then they deserve it. Okay, they do deserve it. So I didn't even start stretching or working out because I just wanted to get that off my chest. My grandbaby is here today, and I told her, leave me alone until I get this part that I want off my chest. And I said, I'm going to do this before I do anything else, because some people might, my 1 hour a day workouts is an hour. The War Against Obesity is an LLC, so anybody who wants to support that, you can look me up. It's an LLC in New York, and it's the I am working trial and error, trying to find a way where we can use different products to reduce weight, okay? Where we can keep our bodies in shape and be more healthier, The War Against Obesity. So what I do is 1 hour a day workout. Because there was a time I was depressed, stressed. I was working for the police department. I worked traffic, I got hit by a car, so I was injured going to pain management and everything. And I had other things going on that was stressing me mentally. And, I was at odds with everybody, family, friends. I didn't have anybody but my grandbaby, you know what I'm saying? I found myself really in a situation that I thought was kind of biblical, and was talking to God, and the answers was coming to me, you know what I'm saying? I was like, why do I find myself by myself, God? What have I done wrong, But the people that disappeared don't need to be in my life if they don't want to see me grow in business, or they're jealous of, my attempts at being successful at business. You don't need those people around you. So that's my testimony, and that's my story, and it happened to me, and, I talk about it a lot, and I need to get it off my chest instead of laying up in the bed being depressed and stressed out. So like I said, I don't really watch TV. I'll be looking at there's a lot of stuff on YouTube, and you can learn from and different people. So I was, the other day, I found a Jewish priest. And he's somebody that, how the Bible is, you can't really understand it when you read it. You can't. So you have to, usually have somebody break it down to you. And that's what he do, so. And he's pretty good at it, He be trying to, simplify it, but at the end of one of his videos, I think this is pronounced Ignatia, he was saying, if you are stressed, if your soul, needs, relaxing or what have you, it's, like I said, before you take anything, because a couple of days ago, I showed y'all the diet pills that I take. I bought 5 bottles at one time, because if you have to lose more than 30 pounds, you're going to need a lot of bottles. So I just bought all mine at one time. This is like an advanced weight loss. It's supposed to burn stubborn fat, and I got that in my stomach. And enhance energy and focus. Help suppress appetite. Okay, so it also has a booster in there that's supposed to help you energize. Okay, so I'm testing these products. I'm the guinea pig. And then along with that, they just gave me some vitamin D's. Gave a little discount on some vitamin D's. So, you know, and then also I was showing this about 2 days ago. Flaxseed oil. And this is good for the digestive system. It's organic, cardiovascular, digestive health, and joint health. So it can help you with pain. Yesterday, I stay bloated and I haven't been on a scale lately because when you drink water, that weight adds on. And yesterday I drank like a gallon of water. You understand? I drank a gallon of water, so, you know, you could do your 1 hour a day workout, but it's your diet. Now, with this here, they say you can eat. You can eat. But what I notice is that these products promote bowel movement. You know, I can feel it in my system, and you have to drink a lot of water. You know, drink your water. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't take these supplements without, you know, letting them dilute in your body and work through. They work through with water much better. And these right here, you take 5 of them. It's a funny way that these dispense. Okay, so I already took about an hour ago. I don't know if they say take it. I gotta look at it. It might be 3 times a day. Which one did I open already? Is it this one? I think it's this one. But what I wanted to show you about these is that you turn it upside down and you twist, and then, you know, the pill, until you get 5 pop in this little spot right here, they start coming down. I'll just put my next dosage in here already. How many I got in there? 3. How many's in there? 4. Let me see. 5. Okay, so you just, when you get them, if you take the cap off, it's gonna be like, how you get these things out? But if you don't read the instructions, you have to twist. So this is good for, you know, stress, emotional stress relief. It tells you right there, emotional stress relief. And it'll calm your soul. Your moodiness, your grieving, your irritability, you know. So I'm just trying this for the first time, so y'all don't have to do everything I'm doing. You know, when I say, you know, I'm gonna give you out my secrets and stuff like that, and I say join, and some things I say I'm gonna save it for members. You know, what I'm doing behind the scenes. But that one right there, I said people probably already know about that. You know, people probably already, you know, this, you know, I found this on Facebook and stuff like that. So that's running different keto diets, and everybody know about flaxseed oil, flaxseed and chia seeds and stuff like that. So yeah, this is 1,300 milligrams and stuff. So you want to say hi, grandbaby?
Hi.
Okay, so that's my partner. That's my partner in this whole thing here.
Hey, Grandma.
She like to do Q&As, but I told her today, don't mess me up when I'm speaking about Tamika Mallory. Don't jump in, because I want to get all my thoughts off about that situation. And I want people to stop dogging her out, because, you know, you have the men that's, you know, could be on the front line with her, helping her, and they at home making YouTube videos, disgracing her, you know. Also, I ordered these. I am trying to do me some push-ups, and I just can't do them. And I thought this would make it easier, but I think these make it harder. You know, so I may have to start out like on my knees. So let's see if we can try to focus the camera to the floor. Well, today most of my day has been spent on Mysonne and Tamika, so whatchamacallit. I know we supposed to be the workout, but y'all go ahead and do your 1 hour workout a day, because I have to hit on certain topics. So we're gonna move this out of the way. Move this back. And we're gonna try, and like I said, try to do some push-ups. Watch it. You got something you want to say, Mama?
I have a question.
What?
Why did your cousin betray you? Why did your cousin do that?
Because I guess he was hungry. Okay, watch out. She asked me why did my cousin betray me? A story I always talk about. I might have to bring the legs to this tripod there. She said, why did he betray me? But you know, some things is a blessing in disguise, you know. It hurt me real bad because we grew up in the same household, and I wouldn't do that to any of my cousins or anybody that, you know, that I grew up with. I would never think to do anything harmful to them, you know what I'm saying, to hurt them physically or their pockets. Okay, so I got these. Can you see them? I put the tripod down, but this thing, let me see if I could bend this thing down some more. It can't go down no more. It's down as far as it can go. Okay. Let me see. Push that back. Okay, yeah, y'all can see me now. Okay, so I bought these. They're called Perfect Push-Ups. These been around a long time. I seen some YouTubers that said that they haven't been using them. They had them for 10 years. And, you know, sometimes you think, move, Casimir. Cashie's in the house. That's my grandbaby, y'all. Sometimes you think you getting something or purchasing something, and people been having theirs for 10 years. Well, if they've been having theirs for 10 years, that's good, because that means that they're durable. They stay in good shape. You know, they're stable on the carpet and everything like that, so they're not slippery or nothing. The floor is over here. They're stable on the floor too. Ooh, and I'm on my knees. I'm doing the girly push-ups. I gotta work on my upper body to strengthen my upper body before, you know. And then if I try to get up, I can't do it. If I try to do the men's push-ups. But these are supposed to help with your wrist. Move, get off of that. I want to push it back a little bit more. Okay, I'm up on my toes. I can't go down all the way, but I'm up on them. Woo! I can't come down like all the way. I can't come down all the way, but I want to work my core. So I think you're supposed to have your shoulders down. I think these align your arms the way they're supposed to be. So let's try to get up there again. Woo! If anybody know any tricks to getting me going with my let me try them without it. Let me try some push-ups without them. Because I think I could. Let me take off the gloves because I could feel a thread of the glove hurting my hand. So the war against obesity, like I said, is a real business. You can look it up under New York State and search. Okay. So it's supposed to be easier if you do it with your hands. But me, I don't want to hurt my wrist. Whew. To me, it's about the same. So these perfect push-ups came in today. The gloves is better when I'm using these perfect push-ups. You know, you gotta practice and practice and practice and practice, but I can't bring my arms down. Whew. But this is the box that came today. So basically it was unboxing today.
You should do the boxing thing.
You got a lady in there.
You should do this
I
one.
was upside down.
You should do this one.
There's a lady in there doing it, so it's not like the woman can't do it. And you can start off with the on your knees, which I guess is my best bet. Or
When you gonna do this boxing again?
I haven't been on a heavy bag because I've been enjoying my the Accelerate, the bench, the little bench, because with the bench I'm able to talk. You gotta have these things in the right position too. You're not too far back, not too far forward. You know, your shoulders, they can't be too far apart. Even though that feels better.
Can't be too close.
Hmm?
Can't be too close.
Can y'all see these? Oh, I gotta move back. I gotta get into the gym. But I'm sweating right there just from that. And the box got different little exercises on it.
My mother and I around park with some exercise machines.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. She said there's some parks with some exercise machines. Yeah, I think Pelham Park is they has exercise machines. Woo. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this tripod back up and lock the legs again. Okay, so we could bring the bench back. Or we could get on the heavy bag, like my granddaughter said. I haven't been working on the heavy bag. That's the heavy bag she talking about. This is like one of the first things that move. Let me move this out the way. This is one of the first pieces of equipment because I'm sitting here watching Floyd Mayweather in the gym, and every time Floyd Mayweather's in the gym, when they record him, he be on a heavy bag. You know, I don't know if I got bored with it, and I got the Ab Booster too. So bring the Celerate back up and get this chair out the way. And this right here, what I showed you, how you bring the pills into the cap and you turn it upside down, I think it's child safety. And drink a lot of water with these supplements. Okay. She's already skinny, so she don't need to. Are we trying to get this skinny? Make a muscle. Let me see your muscles. Okay, watch out, because I only got a few minutes left. Let me show them the heavy bag. Yeah. I don't want to fight, but I just want to work out. Don't challenge me to no fight. Did you see Floyd Mayweather the other day? I think it was yesterday. He posted a video, and so he was tapping the heavy bag. Tap, 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 tap. He was tapping the heavy bag, and little $100 bills was falling down, right? And he was tapping it easy, and the $100 bills was falling down. And then he started hitting it hard. And the bills started pouring down. He beat out the strippers that they make it rain on the strippers. He beat them out. He had crazy money falling down. The harder he hit, and he was going in. I don't know what I'm saying. Pull it off the wall so it's not banging the wall. In karate school, we used to say Kia. Kia, Kia. Yeah. Yeah. I can't do no push-ups, but we're gonna get rid of this here some kind of way. Yeah. 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 Don't show my stomach yet. Don't show my abs yet. I'm not ready yet. See, when you stay away from it for a while, you being more enthused with it. You see the sweat coming off my face? This is in my house. This is in a corner. I'm in the hallway next to the bathroom. So basically I'm in the bathroom. And after I finish this workout, it's hot tub time. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Don't pull my sticker. I want that to stay on. She already pulled my sticker off. We got a young man. We got a young man on it. In good, perfect shape. This Everlast equipment. You know, I got the boxing gloves. I got the little calisthenic karate little with the fingers is out. This is what I use when I'm on the machine. And then I got these for the bag. For, you know, wrist protection.
These are sweaty.
Hmm?
These are sweaty and wet.
Okay, put them down. Put them down. Yeah, I guess the karate gloves. Sit down. I guess the karate gloves is gonna. I'm gonna need another pair of those because they're not really destroyed. She said they sweaty, you know. Before I'm gonna need another pair of these because these are solid. Everlast, last forever. So if you get one of these, you got a big bucket. You see the black bucket at the bottom. You either put sand and rocks down there, or you put I put 16-ounce bottles of water, an off-brand that I don't drink because I drink Poland Spring. So I put an off-brand down there. Because if you put loose water down there, then it's splashing around down there. It might get old and moldy and soiled and stuff like that. So I didn't open the bottles. I just set the bottles down there like you store in bottles of water. Yeah. So it's still got some movement. It's weighing it down. It's still, you know, got some movement, but it's okay. Because I don't usually punch hard. I just try to exert. But you know, you can run in place and punch. You know, because the coronavirus got you in the house, not wanting to go outside and breathe that air, and not wanting to run by everybody and be jogging by people and breathing everybody's air. So you could run in place, or you could just punch, or you could kick, or you could do a straight kick. Once I can't even really reach up there. Let me stop before I trip myself. I guess tomorrow I'll bring back the ab booster. Okay, so we under a minute. Yeah, I give Mysonne and Tamika Mallory a break. Okay, because they got a hard job ahead of them. And you know yourself, you wouldn't want to put your life on the line and not reap no benefits and not do no celebrating. So if they was at the Grammys, they should have won one. I don't know if they gave her one or not, but she should have won one. Just for her activism. And, you know, I'm proud of them and, you know, how far they have come and the attention that they now it's it's turning into celebrity ism, and she's at the Grammy. So peace, y'all. I'm out. Leave her alone.
Bye.